Next section is speaking. Storytelling. Storytelling is an art which involves planning, research, and skill. A good storyteller makes decisions ahead that drive the stories forward, engage their audience, and relate information important to the telling of the story. Techniques and presentation skills. There are certain techniques that help narrate a story perfectly. Remember and recall the plot. Create story frame to remember the key events. Self-narrate the story as a rehearsal. Change the volume, pitch, and tempo of your voice to make the narration effective. Use appropriate facial expressions and gestures. Include questions and answer them during the narration. Retain focus and maintain concentration on what you are narrating. Sustain eye contact and grab attention of the audience. Storytelling is a good exercise to practice in the classroom as it enhances the creativity of students and also brings out their potential in narrating a story interestingly. Next section is age. Read the clues given below and develop your story. Narrate your story to the class. Robert Bruce King, lying on the ground in a dejected mood, failed to defeat his enemies, was thinking of giving up the attempt, saw a spider falling down from the ceiling far away, wondered how it could get there. The spider fell back again it tried, again it fell, it made 9 such attempts, no success, climbed up once more, at last succeeded in reaching the roof. Bruce imitated its example. He too tried once again, was successful. Okay, these are the clues of the story. You have to elaborate the story. Okay, now I will elaborate the story. Once upon a time, there was a king by name Robert Bruce. He was both brave and wise in spite of the defeat he had faced recently. Battle after battle, Bruce had fought and was lying on the ground in a dejected mood. He had failed to defeat his enemies and hence was almost giving up another attempt against his foes. It seemed to him that there was no use for him to try to do anything more. As Robert Bruce lay contemplating and looking at the ceiling, he noticed a spider falling over his head, trying to weave her web. He watched her as she worked slowly and with great care. Nine times the spider tried to throw her thread from one edge of the dilapidated room wall to another. All the 9 times her thread fell short. Success was not the spider's cup of tea. King Robert Bruce too was in a similar situation. Victory over his enemies was not his cup of tea. But to his astonishment, he saw the spider climbing up once more. At last, it succeeded in reaching the roof. Now, King Robert Bruce was inspired by the spider, which did not lose hope. He dismissed his defeat and hopeless nature and swung to action. So he got up and called his men together. He instructed his men of his plans and sent them out with hopeful messages to cheer the disgraced people. Very soon he set out with an army of brave men around him, and now success was his. Next section is I. Develop a story with the given pictures and narrate it to your class. Your story must have a plot and vivid details. Okay, students, can you see the picture of this? These are all the pictures of some underwater, sea water like that. So you have to see the picture clearly and elaborate it. Okay, I will say something about this picture. Santiago and Ranthambore and Beavis happily started for their underwater expedition to the extreme northern coastal area of Charlotte Islands. They were well equipped and it was one of the usual underwater expedition. However, 19th May 1968 wasn't quite the normal one. The ship probably never did sink into the sea. The three of them dove into the sea 150 miles before Charlotte Island. This disaster turned a blessing in disguise for the three of them. They did find a lot of underwater sea creatures and many coral reefs. Ranthambore, who was a specialist at venturing deep into coral reefs, spotted a vestige of a fallen emperor. On being alerted with flashlights, Santiago and Beavis helped Ranthambore to push aside and take the ruin to the surface of the ocean. To their astonishment, they were awestruck at the chest of precious stones under it. They rejoiced at their luck, yet knew their civic responsibilities and proceeded towards the Department of Tourism. All the local newspapers and television channels reported their marvelous experience. Okay, students, next section is reading. Read the data below and answer the following questions. Okay, dear students, can you see the symbol? It is a symbol of female. So, read it thoroughly. You can see percentage of women at work, empowered women. So, here they have described something about women as a homemaker, logistics, information technology, administration or human resources, finance, earth moving workshop, environmental, medicine, technical field. So, after reading this, choose the correct answer. First question is, what is the data about? So, what is the data about? It is about, yes, women empowerment. Then second question, identify the three jobs where the same percentage of women work. Correct answer is information technology, environmental, technical field. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Third question, in which field of work is women's involvement the second highest? Correct answer is medicine. Then the fourth question, percentage of women working in finance is the same as, answer is administration or human resources. The fifth question, what is the difference between the percentage of women working in logistics and medicines? Answer is 5. Next section is writing. Slogan. A slogan is usually a short phrase that is easy and catchy to remember. They are often used in advertisements and by political parties or organizations who expect people to remember what they are selling. The words used in a slogan are simple, relevant, attractive, and brief. Here they have given the example of slogan. Can you see? Incredible tour to India, best service provider under Indian sky. Save girl child. So these are all considered as slogan, right? Next section is J. Read the given slogans and match them appropriately with their theme. First one for all and all for one. The correct answer is unity. Okay, unity. The next one, limit your fast food, otherwise it would be your last food. So, food. So, correct answer is what? It is junk food. Third one, restricting a woman restricts the growth of the family. Answer is women empowerment. Correct. Clean and green makes perfect scene. Correct answer is cleanliness. Correct. Fifth one, it takes a lot of blue to stay green. Right answer is save water. The next is section K. Look at the images of familiar advertisements given below, identify the products and try to frame your own slogans for each one of them. Students, can you see the pictures here? So you have to prepare your own slogans for this pictures. In the first picture we can see ice cream. So ice cream, for example, we can say I scream. I scream. Yes, C-R-E-A-M. I scream. These are all slogans. Are the next, you scream. Then we all scream for ice cream. So correct slogans, right? In the next picture we can see. Can you see the pens? So we can write like that. Wanna change the world? Just pick a pen. The next one is cell phone. You can write it. Carry your business with you. Why carry your business with you? Cell phone is the main source for business, isn't it? Without cell phone, no one can do their business. It is a main this is the main part of our business. And the next we can see toothbrush. For that you can write, for example, a clean you can feel. And the next section is L. Look at the pictures given below and frame your own slogan. So, can you see the picture? One child is tries to save the water. This shows unity. This shows saving the world from pollution. This shows something like success, like that. So by looking at this picture, frame your own slogans. Okay, students? Next section is letter writing. A letter is an important means of communication which could be personal or official. Letters are broadly classified into two types, formal and informal letter. In class 9th, you have studied both the types, formal and informal. Now let us learn to write a letter ordering goods and how to write a complaint for any damage or any other problem noticed after receiving the goods. Now let's see the format of the letter. First, sender's address. So we have to write sender's address. What are the things we have to write under sender's address or include email and phone number if required. Then date is must. So for date you have how to write date. For date you have to write leave one space line and write the date as 10 July 2019. Then you have to write about the receiver's address. So receiver's address should be in a correct address. Then subject of the letter. So what you are going to write? What is the subject? Why you are writing? For what you are writing this letter? So the main subject of the letter. Then salutation. So salutation means if you are for formal letter you have to write in a sir or respected sir, madam. But informal letter you can write it like a dear or something like that. So next is body of the letter. First for body of the letter is main thing, you have to introduce yourself and write the purpose of the letter, then mention the details of the enquiry, then conclusion. So closure. For closure you have to write yours, sender's signature, that means your signature and destination, or if any. That's all. Here they have given the model of the letter ordering things. So Miss Deba, an NGO, writes a letter to the wholesale bookshop leader placing order for 100 copies of medium-sized English Oxford Dictionary. At first we have to write sender's address. So here they have written Miss Deba, NGO, Nallam Trust, Kalapat Village, Nagapattinam District, B Deba 04 at gmail.com. So also they have written the date 13th May 2019. Then we have to write the correct address of the receiver's address. That is, they have already written here. For example, they have written the proprietor, Needle Bookshop, Chennai, or 6 lakh. So now we have seen the salutation. Salutation, sir or madam, sir or madam. Then they have written the subject. What was the main subject? Why you are writing the letter? So here, why Deba is writing this letter? She is up to ordering for English Oxford dictionaries. That's why that is her main subject. Then body of the letter. This is the main one. You have to elaborate what you want from the receiver. So here they have given, on reading the discount provided by your shop in the advertisement of yesterday's newspaper, I would like to place an order for 100 copies of medium-sized English Oxford Dictionary in your shop. I need the copies within a week. So let me know the estimation for the bulk order placed as early as possible. Closures they have written, thank you, yours faithfully, Deba B. Then another one, example of letter of complaint. Then here they have written, after receiving the order, Deba finds that some of the dictionaries are damaged. So she writes the following letter of complaint. So in the same way, in the same you have to write a sender's address. What is Miss Deba, NGO, Nallam Trust, Kalapat Village, Nagapattinam District, B Deba 04 at gmail.com. Then we have to write the date, correct date, 20 May 2019. Then we have to write the correct address of receiver's address. That is the proprietor, Needle Bookshop, Chennai, 6 lakh and 1. Then they have written salutation, that is sir or madam. Then subject is about complaint about damaged dictionaries. That is the main subject, right? Then body of the letter, on receiving the order of 100 copies of English Oxford Dictionary from your shop, I found that around 25 copies of them were damaged. In some copies the pages are missing, and in some more copies the page are not in order. So, duly accept my complaint and replace the damaged copies. Kindly check the returned copies and replace them accordingly. Then closure she have written, thank you. Yours faithfully, Deba B. So, next, letter of complaint 2. Mr. Srinath lost his bag in an overcrowd training. The following is the letter of complaint which he writes to the railway police office. So this is the letter to the railway police office. So it is a complaint letter. Okay. So for what she is writing means she lost his bag in an he lost his bag in an overcrowd train. Who is he? This is Mr. Srinath complaint to the railway police office. The first he have written his address Srinath B, number 24, 1 cross Pon Nagar, Chengalpattu 10, B Srinath 16 at gmail.com. Then they have written the date 25th July 2019. This is the correct form of letter. Okay. Then Commissioner of Railway Police, that is the receiver's address. They have written the receiver's address. The Commissioner of Railway Police, A2 Police Station, D Nagar, Chengalpattu 2. Then salutation. Already said salutation. We have to write sir, madam, or respected madam, like that. So in this letter they have written respected madam. Then subject is about, what is the subject? The subject is about complaint about status of the lost certificates. So he had lost his certificates on the crowd. So he is complaining to the whom, that railway police force. So subject is complaint about status of the lost certificate. And body of the letter is, I am a graduate seeking employment residing in the above mentioned address. I lost my certificates on 15 July 2019. While I was returning home in a local train from Chengalpattu, as the train was overcrowded, I placed my bag on the rack above. When I was about to get off, I noticed that my bag was missing. I was helpless and filed a complaint with the railway police. I have given all the details in the complaint letter on the same day. So far, I have not received any further response. I request you to take my immediate action in this regard. Okay, comes to closure. Closure they have written, thank you. Yours faithfully, Srinath B. That's all. Okay, there is an exercise for you. Imagine that you have parked your vehicle, two-wheeler or bicycle inside the school premises. You find it missing in the evening. Write a complaint to the head of the school regarding this issue. So this is a complaint letter. So already I have teach you about how to write a complaint letter. Same way you have to write it on your own. Then second question, write a complaint to the officer of the PWD department to take immediate actions of maintaining cleanliness in the children's park in your locality. So this is also a same complaint letter. Then third one, write a letter to the manager of a famous daily ordering subscription for your complaint library. So it is the first letter, like the first letter. The next section is grammar. So the term tense denotes the time of action. They show when the work is done. The English tenses are past tense, present tense, future tense. Let's see about present tense. Present tense, forms and uses of the simple present tense. Affirmative, singular, plural. First person they will say, I sing, we sing. Second person, you sing, you sing. Third person, she or he or it sings. They sing. Then second one, negative. I don't sing. You don't sing. She or he or it doesn't sing. Interrogative. Do I sing? Don't I sing? Do you sing? Don't you sing? Does she or he or it sing? Doesn't she or he it sing? Except for third person plural affirmative, the structure does not change for negative forms. Now, try framing plural negative and interrogative negative sentence. Uses. To express universal truths, facts. Uses. To express universal truths, facts, customs. To express habitual routine actions. To express a permanent state. In exclamatory sentences. In subordinate clauses beginning with if and when. In imperative sentences. To indicate a planned future action or series of actions when they refer to a journey. In running commentaries. To introduce quotations. For example, we can say, Mahatma Gandhi says, be the change you want to see in the world. Then, next we will see about forms and uses of present continuous tense. Present continuous tense for affirmative, singular, plural. In affirmative, singular, plural. For the first person we will say, I am singing now. We are singing now. Second person, you are singing now. You are singing now. Then third person, she or he or it is singing now. They are singing now. In the negative way, for the first one, I am not singing now. For the second person, you aren't singing now. For third person, she or he or it isn't singing now. The contracted form of am not is aren't, and the contracted form of are not is also aren't, are not. Uses. The present continuous tense is used for an action that is in progress at the time of speaking. It is used for an action that is in progress and will continue in future. For example, Paul is learning English. It is used to denote an action that is planned to take place in the near future. Example, Yalini is meeting the Prime Minister tomorrow. It is used along with adverbs such as always, constantly, repeatedly, etc. to express an action that has become a habit by doing it over and over again. Example, Sumitra is always asking questions. So note, verbs of perception and some other verbs are not generally used in the present continuous tense. For example, see, smell, hear, taste, know, understand, hate, like, want, wish, etc. The next, let's see about forms and uses of present perfect tense. The next is forms and uses of present perfect tense. Affirmative, singular, plural. First person, I have already sung. We have already sung. Second person, you have already sung. You have already sung. Third person, she or he or it has already sung, or they have already sung. In the negative form, for the first person, I haven't recently sung. For second person, you haven't recently sung. For third person, she or he or it hasn't recently sung. For an action which began in the past and is in progress now. Example, Bharani has called the fireman. They are on their way. To express an action that has been recently completed with adverbs like already, recently, yet. To express an action that began in past and still continues up to the present. Example, she has lived in this house for 5 years. We do not use adverbs of time denoting the past tense in present perfect tense. For example, father has returned from Vellore yesterday. So this sentence is wrong. So correct sentence is father has returned from Vellore. The next is forms and uses of present perfect continuous tense. Affirmative, singular, plural. For the first person, I have been singing since morning. Then we have been singing since morning. Second person, you have been singing for 2 hours. You have been singing for 2 hours. Third person, she or he or it has been singing since morning. They have been singing since morning. Note, since is used for a point of time. For is used for a period of time. To express an action, so uses to express an action which begins at some time in the past and is still continuing may extend into the future. Example, she has been studying since morning. Then, to express an action in a sentence which begins with for, how long, or since, when. Then, to express an action that began sometime in the past and has been just completed. However, its result is visible in the present. For example, I have been working on this project for 5 years and I am tired now. Next is complete the sentences in present tense form. Saravanan always dash for a walk in the morning. Correct answer is goes. Saravanan always goes for a walk in the morning. We dash in the bracket gather here for a meeting and the chairperson is yet to arrive. And correct answer is or gathered. The third one, Arun a dash eagerly dash in bracket wait to meet her friends since morning. Correct answer is Arun. Arun is Arun been eagerly waiting to meet her friend since morning. The fourth one, Sheba dash in bracket move to a new house next week. Correct answer is moving or moves. Then fifth one, Nasira dash in bracket attend music classes regularly. Answer is attends. Attends. Then sixth one, Ilakya and Audira dash in bracket enjoy each other's companies very much. So correct answer is enjoy or enjoying. The seventh one, money dash in bracket work in the school for 5 years. Correct answer is working. The eighth one, it dash in bracket pour outside now. Correct answer is pouring. Next is past tense. Affirmative, singular, plural. First person, I sang yesterday. We sang yesterday. For second person, you sang yesterday. You sang yesterday. For third person, she or he or it sang last week. For negative, I didn't sing yesterday. You didn't sing yesterday. Third person, she or he or it didn't sing last week. Interrogative, did or didn't I sing yesterday? Did or didn't you sing yesterday? Third person, did or didn't she or he it sing last week? Forms and uses of the simple past tense. So uses to indicate an action that was completed in the past. Generally, the adverbials of past time are used, sometimes without adverbials of time for an activity done in the past. Then second one, to express a habitual or regular action only in the past. It can also be expressed by using used to. Then, in additional classes, in the indirect form of speech, to express two actions where the first action leads instantly to the second action. For example, when the meeting ended, the staff members came out. Next, forms and uses of past continuous tense. Affirmative, singular, plural. For the first person, I was singing yesterday by this time. We were singing yesterday by this time. For second person, you were singing when I was playing. You were singing when I was playing. For third person, she or he or it was singing yesterday by this time. They were singing when I was playing. For negative, I wasn't singing. For first person. Second person, you weren't singing. For third person, she or he or it wasn't singing. Uses. To express a state or an action that was continuing at a certain point of time in the past. It had begun before that time and was probably continuing after it. We use adverbials of time. For example, we were decorating the house for the birthday party in the morning. To express an action that was in progress in the past. Next, to express an action in progress at some point of time in the past when another event took place. For example, she was cooking when the guest arrived. To describe two or more actions continuing at the same time. For example, while I was watching TV, he was sleeping. To indicate a frequently repeated action or persistent habit in the past. For example, Nitish was constantly complaining about something or the other. The next one, form sign uses of past perfect tense. Affirmative, singular, plural, first person. I had already sung. We had already sung. For second person, you had already sung. You had already sung. For third person, she or he or it had already sung. They had already sung. For, for an action that had been completed before another action began in the past. For example, he had appealed to the manager for a week's leave before I reached. To describe an action or event which has been completed before some point of time. For example, by 11 a.m., all the students had left the school campus after the Independence Day celebration. Then, to describe an action in the past which became the cause of another action. Then, to describe an action in the past using the time adverbials such as already, since, before, etc. To express an unfulfilled action in the past and unfulfilled wish in the past. For example, if he had informed her, she would have waited for him. I wish I had accepted the job. Then, form sign uses of past perfect continuous tense. Affirmative, singular, plural. First person. I had been singing for 2 hours yesterday. We had been singing for 2 hours yesterday. Then second person. You had been singing for 2 hours yesterday. You had been singing for 2 hours yesterday. For third person, she or he or it had been singing for 2 hours yesterday. They had been singing for 2 hours yesterday. Then, uses to describe an action in the past that had begun and had been going on for some time before another action took place in the past. For example, Magi and Raghav had been arguing with each other when their home mom arrived. Then, to describe an action that had been going on for some time in the past. For example, the students had been practicing for the last couple of weeks. Then, the next is complete the sentences in past tense forms. First one, I dash in bracket go to her place on foot. Correct answer is went. The second one, the children dash in bracket play in the ground when the teacher arrived. Correct answer is were playing. Third one, they dash in bracket request him when the manager arrived. Correct answer is requested. Fourth one, if you dash in bracket work hard, you would have won the relay match. Correct answer is hard worked. Had worked. Then fifth one, Joanna and Joy dash already dash for Woody when the others reached the station. Correct answer is would ask. Then sixth one, we all dash in the in bracket sing in the choir last week. Correct answer is sang. The next one, forms and uses of simple future tense. Affirmative, negative. First person, I or we shall sing tomorrow. I won't sing tomorrow. For second person, you will sing tomorrow. You won't sing tomorrow. For third person, she or he or it, they will sing tomorrow. She or he, it won't sing tomorrow. Uses. Shall is used with the second and the third persons to express determination, promise, intention, etc. Word shall is used with the first person to express an offer or suggestion. Will is used with the first person to express willingness, determination, etc. The simple future is used to express the speaker's opinion for something to be done in the future. We use verbs such believe, know, suppose, think, etc. We also use adverbs such as perhaps, possibly, surely, etc. It is used for an action that is yet to take place. The next one, forms and uses of future continuous tense. Affirmative and negative. First person, I or will, we will be singing by this time tomorrow. For negative, I won't be singing by this time tomorrow. For second person, affirmative, you will be singing by this time tomorrow. For negative, you won't be singing by this time tomorrow. For third person, she or he or it or they will be singing by this time tomorrow. For negative, she or he or it won't be singing by this time tomorrow. Uses. The future continuous tense is used to express an action that will be in progress at a given time in future or in the normal course. For example, we will be playing from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. The lift will be running in the month of May. The future perfect tense uses is the future perfect tense expresses an action that is expected to be completed by a certain time in the future. For example, we will have completed our work by the time our sisters arrive. It is used to express the speaker's belief that something has taken place. In such sentences, it does not express the future. For example, you will have discussed the plans how to celebrate the function said my mother. It is also used for an action which at a given future time will be in the past. For example, in 2 years' time, I shall have earned my degree. The next is the future perfect continuous tense. The uses. The future perfect continuous tense is used to express an action that will have been going on at or before some point of time in the future. By next June, I shall have been completing my studies. Then the less frequently used tense forms are past perfect continuous tense and future perfect continuous tense. The next section is C. Fill in the blanks using the verbs in the brackets in the future form. We dash not dash to the market in case it rains. Answer is we will not go to the market in case it rains. The next second question is Kirti dash his work by next week. Correct answer is Kirti will do his work by next week. The third one, the peon dash the bell by the time I reach the school. In bracket ring. The correct answer is the peon will ring the bell by the time I reach the school. Then fourth one, the I dash my sister's house next April if I go to Uttarakhand. In bracket visit. Correct answer is I will visit my sister's house next April if I go to Uttarakhand. Then fifth one. If you listen carefully, you dash my point. In bracket understand. For correct answer is if you listen carefully, you will understand my point. Then sixth one. By next year, I dash in Chennai for 15 years. In bracket live. By next year, I would have lived in Chennai for 15 years. Then seventh one. The new edition of this book dash out shortly. In bracket come. Answer is the new edition of this book will come out shortly. Then eighth one. She hopes you dash her in bracket help. She hopes you will help her. The next section is D. Underline the verbs and identify the tense forms. Next. First one. I am working hard day and night. What tense form is it? Yes, it is present continuous. The next one. The moon revolves around the earth. It is simple present tense. Then third one. Were the milkman milking the cow? It is past continuous tense. Then fourth one. He received your messages last night. It is simple past tense. Then fifth one. I have been ill for a couple of days. It is present perfect tense. Then next is section E. In the following passages, some words are missing. Choose the correct words from the given options to complete the passage. Raghav dash in a middle class family. He is a dash boy of 8. His mother dash as a software engineer in an MNC. Dash is his favorite hobby. He dashed the first prize in school level competition for drawing last week. He dashed drawing at the age of 3. His mother dash he dash a great painter in future. Answer is he Raghav born in a middle class family. He is a school going boy of 8. His mother works as a software engineer in an MNC. Drawing is his favorite hobby. He won the first prize in school level competition for drawing last week. He started drawing at the age of 3. His mother hopes he will become a great painter in future. The next section is F. The following passage has not been edited. There is one error in the tense of the verb in each line. Write the wrong word as well as the correct word in the given place. One is done for you. When Anand reached Arun's place, his friends have arrived already. Arun introduces Anand to them. Arun's brother buys some snacks from the market. Arun serving it to all his friends. Then they all sat together to planning their holidays. Arun have a cottage in Ooty. So they all plan to go to Ooty during the holidays. Would we have a good time? Asked Arun. They all cheerfully say yes. So students find out the wrong words and correct words. Wrong words have arrived, introduces, by, serving, planning, have, plan, would, say. These are all the wrong words. Then correct words. Had reached, introduced, bought, was serving, planned, heard, planned, will, said. These are the correct words. Read the story and rewrite it using the simple past tense. Juno the elephant is lonely and tries to make friends with other animals in the forest. But the other animals refuse to play with Juno because of his size. One day, all the animals are running away from Dara, the tiger, who is eating everyone he finds. Juno goes and gives Dara a swift kick. Dara immediately runs away. Juno is now everyone's friend. Okay, I will say the answer. Juno the elephant was lonely and tried to make friends with the other animals in the forest. But the other animals refused to play with Juno because of his size. One day, all the animals were running away from Dara, the tiger who was eating everyone he found. Juno went and gave Dara a swift kick. Dara immediately ran away. Juno was now everyone's friend. Read the situations given and frames. Choose suitable sentences in the appropriate form of the sentences. First one. Give two instructions to your classmates. So answer is keep the lunch bag in the side shelf. Don't drag the tables and chairs. The next one. Mention any two of your discontinued habits in the correct tense form. For example, I used to drink coffee in the mornings. Then second one. A decade ago, when I was a teenager, I cycled my way to school every day. Then make any two requests to your classmates or friends. For example, I had a please give me your English notebook. For second one, may I borrow your geometry box? Then mention any of your two dreams in the correct tense form. For example, I had a dream last night where a snake bit me. Then, second one, last week I dreamt going in a jet plane.